All right, so it's been 5 days now, and I cannot stop thinking about the John Cena and AJ Styles match at Crown Jewel. That thing was a masterpiece, bro. Like, I've never watched a match that's drawn so much emotion out of me in that short of a span of time, bro. Like, I was sitting in this chair watching on this computer, and I was jumping out of my seat, bro. I was crying, I was laughing, I was grinning ear to ear, bro. Dude, I felt every single emotion under the sun while watching this match. Like, now that some time has passed, I've been thinking, like, what made this match, like, be, one of a kind, Like, what made this match so memorable, so emotion drawing? And I kind of want to dive deep. I think the answer is pretty simple, but I just wanted to turn on the camera and just talk about why I love this match so much. And the first point that comes to mind, it was a celebration. It was a celebration of two wrestlers who have worked their entire lives to get to the point at what they're at, and they are two of the best in the game right now. And this match was basically a love letter to both of these wrestlers, as well as professional wrestling as a whole. And you can see that right from the start when John Cena gave that piece of paper to Alicia Taylor and gave AJ Styles his own special kind of announcement at the beginning of the match. Right, earlier in that day, AJ Styles kind of announced at the kickoff show, they're like, hey, 2026, I'm most likely going to hang it up, man. 2026 will be my last year as a professional wrestler. I think John Cena saw that or something. I don't know. John Cena wanted to write something special, and he literally wrote a love letter to AJ Styles about his career, mentioning TNA, Bullet Club, the beat up John Cena. It was literally a highlight of everything that AJ Styles has gone through, at least the big parts of what AJ Styles has gone through in his life. And the fact that they even mentioned the Bullet Club was kind of crazy, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I was not expecting a Bullet Club reference. And even when it was being read off by Alicia Taylor, you can see it in AJ Styles' face. He was smiling. He gave John Cena a look really, bro, come on, man. But yeah, dude, it was an amazing moment. It started off the match with a warm, heartfelt moment, and just from the beginning, bro, I was grinning ear to ear after that. Like I said, it was also a celebration of the two men in their careers, right? So it had a lot of callbacks to their greatest opponents in their career, right? You had John Cena calling back to The Miz, to The Undertaker, to Rusev, to even Rey Mysterio, the Rey Mysterio part, Randy Orton, right? It was basically John Cena celebrating the opponents that he's fought in his career. And not just John Cena, AJ Styles as well, bro. AJ Styles was hitting old moves that he used to do in TNA. He had a reference to Samoa Joe. He was celebrating his career as well, not just in WWE, but his entire career. TNA, Japan, and WWE, obviously. I mean, I mentioned it before, right? The entire thing was a love letter for these two wrestlers. From announcement to when it faded to black after John Cena left, the entire thing was all about celebrating these two wrestlers, what they've done in their careers, especially John Cena, who's retiring at the end of this year. We have 3 more shows with John Cena before he's done completely. And also just another year after AJ Styles is done, which actually kind of made me really sad. After the match was done, I'm like, dude, a year from now, both of these wrestlers are going to be gone. I just got sad thinking about it right now, but that's still a while. Still got a year, you know what I mean? Let's enjoy while we have it, but yeah. And obviously, the second part, that kind of goes hand in hand with the celebration. Dude, it was a nostalgia hit, bro. I'm telling you, this match was nostalgia galore, right? Right from when the bell rang, they were reenacting parts of their famous matches, in the mid to late 2010s. I felt like I was 14 years old again, watching these two go at it one more time. And it helped that the crowd was super hot as well. The crowd was so into it. The crowd was screaming, yelling. Bro, they were playing into the match. It was amazing. Right from the start, you can see the nostalgia, bro. Literally, AJ Styles came out in his old TNA gear. And obviously, as they were going through the match and as they were doing these callbacks, those callbacks in itself, straight nostalgia, gold mine, bro. I was in this chair, jumping for joy every time they mentioned a new wrestler, especially the ones that aren't in the company anymore, like Samoa Joe, Chris Jericho, old references like Shawn Michaels, Undertaker. Even the crowd was into it. The crowd was chanting 619, and they almost did a 619 spot. And then, this blew my mind. The crowd was doing yes chants, bro. I haven't seen that many people do yes chant that synchronously in so long, dude. It literally took me back to 2014. It was incredible, dude. And then obviously my favorite callback, my favorite kind of, nod to their famous opponents when they reference Bray Wyatt with that Sister Abigail. Man, I was already so emotionally invested into this match. And then when John Cena finally set up for that Sister Abigail slot, dude, my eyes started to swell up, bro. Tears were starting to come down already because Bray Wyatt was one of my favorite wrestlers in the 2010s. Seeing them call back to him no longer being with us, man, it just hit me in the feels, bro. And if I wasn't already crying up to that point, dude, the crowd just made it even worse, man. The tears just came down more. They all held up their flashlights. The fireflies came out in the arena, and the entire crowd was singing the songs. Bro, I'm getting emotional just thinking about it right now, dude. man, gone too soon. What a brilliant mind in wrestling. I miss him so much. I might make a video on Bray Wyatt, low-key, because that's that's my goat. That's my favorite wrestler. You could even see it in John Cena's eyes when he took that beat to look around, look at all the fireflies, and then finally looking up, being, that one's for you. I saw the emotion on his face, and that just made me bawl even more, dude. I was happy, I was sad, I was angry. Bro, I went through every emotion watching this match. I'm pretty sure I probably missed a lot of other callbacks and references in this match, but dude, the nostalgia hit was insane. I think that's another reason why this match was so memorable. Honestly, a big reason why, we watch professional wrestling, why we love this wacky world of wrestling. This match was one of the rare matches, that WWE puts on where it rewards you for being a fan for years and years and years. If you didn't have a connection to those old superstars that they reference, the match was still amazing because of the crowd, the energy, all that stuff. But if you had a connection to those wrestlers, those pasts of AJ Styles and John Cena, if you're an older wrestling fan, if you watched in the 2000s, the 2010s, this match just hits so much harder. I mean, this match in itself just represents what pro wrestling, why we love it so much. It's the storyline, plus the celebration, plus the nostalgia, right? Everything going hand in hand in hand. And this match, you can see it from the beginning. Two wrestlers in the winter of their careers going at it one more time for the respect of each other. They pulled out moves from the past. They referenced opponents that they faced in the past. They gave you that nostalgia hit like a drug. They were drawing upon the emotions of fans, right? They were listening to the fans in the crowd. And you put those two together and you were celebrating this thing that we love, the two wrestlers that are in the ring, and the fans that watch every single week, every single show. Even if you just watch the big shows, they are celebrating each and every single one of the fans. So this match is just an entire love letter to professional wrestling. It's the reason we watch it. At moments when we watch, WWE or even other companies, you feel those lull periods, right? You feel those periods where the product might be stale, maybe a little bit boring. They're just kind of going through the motions. They're just waiting for, the next big event to come to do the next big moment. But, with enough time as you watch it, you get those matches, you get those moments that makes you fall in love again with it. Reminds you why you love this thing so much. I mean, just in these past 2 to 3 years, right? You had the return of CM Punk, the WrestleMania 40 main event, Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles in that hot ass French crowd, bro. They had unlimited energy during that match. It was crazy. The John Cena heel turn. You have this match. So many different moments, and I'm probably leaving out a ton of other moments that probably connected with you throughout just these past 2 to 3 years. We get reminded in these magical moments, in these magical matches, why we watch every week, because you never know when it's going to happen. Just recently, this past Raw, we saw the Vision turn on Seth Rollins. No one's going to expect that now, but it rewards you for watching every single week, coming back. If you can make it through those times where it just feels like it's stale, feels like they're going through the motions, then you get rewarded, right, with these amazing gems, these amazing moments. Is professional wrestling perfect? No. There's many things that go on with the industry, with the wrestlers, etc., right? There might be some faults. But when we have matches like John Cena versus AJ Styles at Crown Jewel, we get reminded why we love it, why we watch it. It reminds us that this product can produce core memories for its fans. I have so many memories that are linked to wrestling. I relate certain periods in high school, certain periods in middle school, certain periods in college to wrestling. So the thing is, where do you go from here, right? John Cena has 3 dates left in his retirement tour. And I'm kind of scared that his retirement match isn't going to live up to this match that he just had. This match already kind of felt like a celebration of his career. How is he going to top that? But with the right opponent, I think he can put on an absolute classic and end his career with that perfect bow on top. But for now, we have this match to look upon for the next month and a half on why we love professional wrestling so much. We made it to the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know what you guys thought of this match down in the comments below. And if you're watching this, share it with other wrestling fans. I would love to build a community here where we can just talk everything wrestling, build a safe space for people. I know some forums can be very toxic, so I want this place to be a nice community where we can just have open discussions and respectfully talk about this thing that we all love. Anyways, I think that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!